Where is the money going to come from?
The biggest question I get to hear most often is, I'm getting a lump sum, I'm getting a bonus. It's a handsome amount of money. How do I invest it? Should I go at one go, a lump sum investment, or should it be through a SIP? We know SIP is the right method to invest in the market, but do you know when is lump sum investment the right option for you? The one advantage SIPs offer you is that it offers you to invest at different market levels. This is the perfect pill to mitigate the risk of mistiming your investments or mistiming the markets. This is the best pill to avoid you in making an investment that makes it fall when the market is expensive. And that is the only reason why lump sum investments are always avoided. Why? Because it increases the chance of getting it wrong. The SIP way, on the other hand, has pushed the SIP from being one of the best ways to getting yourself invested in the market to probably being the only way to invest in the market.
Okay.
And there comes the confusion. When you have a lump sum of money coming your way, you are in a dilemma. What to do with it? Should I put it through a SIP or should it be in a lump sum investment? But giving excessive importance to SIP to invest your lump sum corpus over a longer period of time into the market can actually move you from getting to see the bigger picture. In this video, we'll see the scenarios where making a lump sum investment will actually not hurt you much, or for the matter of fact, it might be more profitable. See, on the onset, a lump sum investment looks very simple. You have the money, sit once, straight on the go, put everything back into your investments. Isn't that simple? But everything that looks simple isn't the same in the market. You should know whether it is beneficial for you to invest your bonus as a lump sum or through the SIP route. And that is why I always say investing is tricky. Every step you take in the financial world is a challenge. And with those challenges comes a new learning and a next big opportunity. This video will give you an insight, but the next one I post can bring you that next big opportunity. So like this video and subscribe to this channel right away because you don't want to miss it, do you? So the first question you should ask yourself is, how much are you investing in lump sum? What is the amount that you're putting in as a lump sum? It can be 1 lakh, it can be 5 lakhs, it can be 20 lakhs, it can be a crore. What is the amount? And it's just not the amount, there is something else to it. And that is, what is the proportion of that amount compared to the entire portfolio that you have? So what is the proportion of lump sum investment that you are trying to make to the total investment corpus that you already have in the market? So let's take an example. You already have a portfolio of 20 lakhs. Now you are investing maybe 5 lakhs as a lump sum, or maybe you're investing just 1 lakh as a lump sum. Now consider scenario 1. You are investing 5 lakhs as a lump sum on an existing portfolio of 20 lakhs. So that's approximately 25% of your entire portfolio value. You are investing an amount which is 25% of your existing portfolio value. Scenario 2, you are investing just 1 lakh on an existing portfolio value of 20 lakhs. So that contributes to how much? Just 5%. So you're trying to invest an amount which is 5% of your existing portfolio value. Now let's see the calculations, how it looks like. Now let's say you get an approximately 13.5% returns, which is the average returns of an index fund. You see here that you spread 5 lakhs across 1 year in a fund that gives 13.5% CAGR, the total value turns out to be 28.08 lakhs. Whereas the same 5 lakhs invested lump sum gives you a total return of 28.37 lakhs on your investments. Now that's a difference of approximately 30,000 rupees. This difference contributes to a 1.5% change in your overall portfolio in a year. So a 30 lakh difference on a 20 lakh portfolio, that's 1.5% change. This is quite a handsome change considering any investment we make. Now let's look at the scenario number 2. Here we are investing a smaller amount of 1 lakh on your existing portfolio of 20 lakhs. The numbers will look something like this. A lump sum 1 lakh investment would result a corpus of 23.83 lakhs, whereas a SIP of 1 lakh over a year would produce 23.77 lakhs and a difference of approximately 5,000 rupees. This difference of 5,000 on a corpus of 20 lakhs contributes to 0.0029%. This difference contributes to 0.0029% towards your entire portfolio. That is negligible. The investment amount of 1 lakh is not enough to make a big impact on your overall portfolio. 0.0029% difference. What impact will it make if you go via the SIP route or the lump sum route? Doesn't make sense. Curtail your headache, go one shot and put all your investments at one go. The second scenario would be investing in debt funds. For debt funds that follow the accrual strategy, like the ultra short duration funds, low duration funds, money market, floating rates, banking or PSU government bonds, the extent to which the returns can drop is very, very low. The shorter the maturity profile of the investment vehicle, the less volatile it gets. On the other hand, for the debt funds that follow a duration, the volatility or the probability of loss is much higher. So in a nutshell, for equity savings funds or arbitrage funds, you can go with the lump sum investments. A SIP route in these funds would not make a huge difference. But if you're trying to invest in a balanced fund, you must first understand the fund's strategy and volatility, and then you should take a call. The third point would be when switching between funds of the same asset class, Here, you can choose the lump sum method to switch between funds of the same asset class. It is not necessary to set up an STP or an SIP in this case. This also holds good even if you're looking at equity funds. Why? Because you're actually holding on to the same equity investments. All you're doing is you're going through a different fund. When you look at returns and performance, you should also consider the cost of investments. And this cost is the amount that you have first invested. Because it is not the redeeming amount that you are actually getting in hand. Unless, of course, the fund has corrected sharply after you have invested. But remember, in such a case, the original fund from which you have redeemed and switched over would have also crashed. Number 4, when the market scenario calls for it. See, by this statement, I'm not asking you to time the market. No. But there are ways to approach investing into the market by looking at what the market is doing or how the market is behaving. This can be tricky, and it's best done if you have a general understanding of how the market works. There can be two scenarios. One, it's very clear that there is a market crash, like the 2000, 2008, 2020. At times you will see the market is dropping and it's clocking levels week after week for a very long period of time. It's hitting lower lows. It's then Probably you can put in your money at one go, or maybe at intervals. You can of course set up a SIP or an STP at such a place, but it's very difficult to gauge where would be the very bottom. It's very difficult to understand, to know how long this correction would last. So if you're using this route, you have to keep a track of the market. You have to immediately stop the switch over as soon as you see the market has started rising. You might have to pick down all your investments as soon as you see the market has started picking up its pace once again. And number two would be at times when the market do not show signs of volatility at all. Investing in regular intervals is necessary when there is a volatility in the market. But if the market is flat for a very, very long period of time, you can neglect the SIP route and put all your investments at one go. So if you have the ability to understand where the market is heading, you can take a call to put a lump sum investment in place. Well, that's it. To me, these are some points that can guide you and provide you with a ground for a lump sum investment. However, if it is too much of an ask for you, I always would recommend you take the SIP route. Always. That's by default. Investing is tricky. I tried my very best to make it simple. And here is a playlist which can help you simplify things further. Go ahead, click on it right now. As of this video, adios.